Hello, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're counting down 5 of the best televisions you can buy right now, from the most impressive mini LED performers to the gold standard of OLED picture quality. Whether you're building a dedicated home cinema, upgrading your living room setup, or simply chasing the most breathtaking image a flat panel can produce, this list covers every level. These are the TVs that define what home entertainment looks like in 2026. Let's get into it. Number 5. Hisense U9N 2026. The Hisense U9N 2026 is the television that forces every serious buyer to stop and reconsider their assumptions about what a budget-friendly brand can deliver. Hisense has been quietly closing the gap on the premium giants for years, and the U9N is the moment that gap nearly disappears. This is a mini LED powerhouse, packed with thousands of local dimming zones that give it a contrast performance extraordinary for an LCD-based display. Peak brightness reaches levels that make HDR content genuinely jaw-dropping, with highlights that punch through the screen in a way that demands attention. The 144Hz panel is a gift for gamers, and Hisense's game mode processing keeps input lag impressively low. IMAX Enhanced and Dolby Vision support mean your streaming content is presented exactly as the filmmakers intended. The processor has matured considerably this generation, and motion handling is now genuinely competitive with sets costing significantly more. If you want maximum screen performance per dollar spent, the Hisense U9N 2026 makes a case that is extremely difficult to argue against. The Hisense U9N 2026 retails for approximately $1,299 USD for the 65-inch model. Number 4. TCL QM9 2026. The TCL QM9 2026 is what happens when a manufacturer commits fully to pushing mini LED technology as far as it can possibly go, and the result is a television that genuinely shocks people who assume TCL was a step-down brand. The QM9 features an exceptionally high zone count for its mini LED backlight, producing black levels and contrast ratios that creep closer to OLED territory than any previous LCD television at this price has managed. Brightness is spectacular. This is one of the best HDR performers on the market, regardless of technology or price class, capable of sustaining peak brightness levels that overwhelm competing panels. The 144Hz AMLR panel handles fast motion with precision, making it an outstanding choice for sports and gaming. Google TV is well implemented here, with a clean interface and broad app support. Build quality has taken a meaningful step forward with the QM9, with a premium metal stand and a bezel that no longer betrays the price point. TCL has earned its place in the serious conversation. The TCL QM9 2026 retails for approximately $1,499 USD for the 65-inch model. Number 3. Sony X95M. The Sony X95M is Sony's flagship mini LED television, and it carries with it everything that makes Sony's approach to picture processing so consistently special. Where Hisense and TCL lean into raw brightness and zone counts, Sony leans into intelligence. And the X95M's XR cognitive processor is the most sophisticated image processing engine in the mini LED category. It analyzes content the way a human eye perceives it, prioritizing detail, color, and contrast in the areas of the frame that matter most, rather than treating every pixel identically. The result is a picture that is remarkably natural, cinematic, and easy to watch for hours. Never fatiguing, never artificial. Sony's acoustic multi-audio speaker system fires sound from behind the panel itself, creating an uncanny sense that audio and picture are coming from the same place. Bravia Cam integration, PlayStation 5 optimization with 4K 120 Hz and VRR, and Sony's trademark color science make the X95M the mini LED choice for those who prioritize quality over spectacle. The Sony X95M retails for approximately $2,190 USD for the 65-inch model. Number 2. Samsung S95F OLED. The Samsung S95F OLED is Samsung's finest television, and it makes a compelling argument that Samsung's QD OLED panel technology has now matured into something truly extraordinary. QD OLED combines the perfect black levels and infinite contrast of OLED with a quantum dot color layer that produces a color volume and peak brightness that traditional OLED panels simply cannot match. The S95F is breathtakingly vivid. Colors are saturated yet accurate. Highlights are bright yet controlled, and the overall image has a three-dimensional quality that stops people mid-conversation when they walk into the room. The ultra-slim One Connect box design keeps cables neatly routed away from the panel, resulting in a near-seamless wall installation that looks as good switched off as it does switched on. Samsung's Tizen operating system is fast, polished, and packed with content options. Gaming credentials are exceptional. 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, 144Hz support, and near-zero input lag make this a dream television for next-generation console gaming. The Samsung S95F OLED retails for approximately $2,499 USD for the 65-inch model. Number 1. LG C5 OLED. The LG C5 OLED takes the top spot on today's list, and after spending any time with it, the reason is self-evident. The C-Series has been the gold standard of consumer OLED televisions for years, and the C5 is the finest expression of that legacy to date. LG's 5th generation A9 AI processor rings more from the OLED panel than ever before. Upscaling, noise reduction, and color mapping have all taken a meaningful step forward. And the result is a picture that handles everything from vintage film to 4K HDR gaming with equal confidence and grace. Black levels are absolute. Each pixel switches off independently, producing a contrast ratio that no mini LED television can match regardless of zone count or price. Colors are rich and accurate. Motion is handled with fluidity that belies the panel's response time, and the overall image has a cinematic depth that rewards close, attentive viewing. The C5's gaming credentials are the best of any television on the market. 4 HDMI 2.1 ports running at 48 Gbps, 144 Hz at 4K, VRR, ALLM, and a dedicated game optimizer dashboard that gives console and PC gamers everything they need in one place. WebOS remains the most intuitive and content-rich smart TV platform available. The build is sleek, the bezels are minimal, and the C5 looks genuinely beautiful in any living room. The LG C5 OLED is not just the best television of 2026, it is the best television LG has ever made, continuing a lineage that has defined what OLED means to consumers for nearly a decade. The LG C5 OLED retails for approximately $1,799 USD for the 65-inch model, and at that price, it remains the most sensible investment in picture quality you can make today.